Hello everyone, it's NotaNoobPat, and welcome to Perk Review. Today we're taking a look at the level 30 Ghost Face Perk, I'm All Ears. Any survivor performing a rushed action within 48 meters will have their aura revealed for 6 seconds. I'm All Ears can only be used every 40 seconds. The pros to this perk are that it's a great way to track survivors mid-chase, and it also works extremely well with Nurse. The cons are that it has an unnecessarily long cooldown for the ability it gives you. The 40 seconds is equivalent to the exhaustion timer for survivor perks like Sprint Burst or Dead Hard, and twice the time it takes for Quick and Quiet to cool down for survivors. Speaking of Quick and Quiet, I'm All Ears is unable to counter Quick and Quiet. The perk doesn't work against it. Then, expert killers know how to mind game or track survivors around vaults without the aid of this perk, so it does lose some utility as you gain some more playing experience. Let's get into our video demonstration. Here you can see the aura reading ability of the perk where the survivor fast vaults, and then you can see their aura for 6 seconds. If a survivor were to fast vault out of a locker, in this case with head on, this is how it would look. Then let's go over the 40-second cooldown. After the survivor's aura disappears, the cooldown begins and the perk will rotate counterclockwise in the perk window for 40 seconds until it can be activated again. Then you can see here that the first fast vault doesn't activate the perk due to the survivor having Quick and Quiet, but the second time you can see the aura since Quick and Quiet wasn't active. Then the other disappointing part of this perk is if a survivor fast vaults into a locker. The perk will activate, but you only get the aura for a short time, meaning you won't get much use out of this perk, and the perk has to cool down again for 40 seconds. Let's get into our video examples. In this first example, I get a hit in and the survivor fast vaults to try to escape. They try to mind game me around this wall, but I'm able to easily telegraph their moves and put them into the dying state. In this example, I am a shrouded ghost face and the survivor vaults out of my view. Fortunately, I can see their aura and the survivor runs right into me when they are exposed, and I'm able to put them into the dying state. As I mentioned before, this perk is especially good with the Nurse. I would say this is the only killer that this perk has viability for, as it can be really helpful when you're teleporting through walls and so on, like I do when I grab this Nia. In this example, I am chasing down 2 survivors and one of them fast vaults quite a bit of distance away. But fortunately, I have this perk so I can easily track them down and I'm able to put them into the dying state. However, I know I have tried to get good examples, but I want to be clear before I give this perk a grade. A large majority of the time, you don't get a huge benefit with this perk if you're not using Nurse. As you can see here, the survivor vaults, but I know exactly what they're doing the entire time. I could have been using a different perk in I'm All Ears' place, and that probably would have been more helpful than the benefit I got here. Let's give this perk a grade. I'm All Ears is a 2.5 out of 10. I think this perk is good on Nurse and bad on any other killer. I don't think you can justify using a perk slot on it because it's just not helpful on every vault. Furthermore, even if the ability the perk gave you was good, I feel that the 40-second cooldown is especially harsh. This is true when you compare it to the survivor's Quick and Quiet cooldown of only 20 seconds, which is actually used to counter this perk. It also won't work when survivors fast vault into lockers and the aura will disappear before you can see which locker the survivor is in. Overall, I wouldn't recommend using this perk unless you are learning Nurse or you're new to the game. There are other more helpful killer perks out there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave it a like. If you want to check out more perk review, make sure to look for the links in the description and visit my channel to subscribe. I also stream twice a week on Twitch if you want to stop by. Take it easy.